The first part of the journey in that mechanical marvel of the 20th century, the Jeep. The Major, inspired by the mountain solitudes. The Sarge, hoping the trip won't be too tough. The road is rough, so explains Colonel Atola, but Allah is merciful, so why worry? Mustafa, our Hunza driver, knows every turn of the road, every inch of the way, every loose rock, why he could drive this mountain trail with his eyes closed. But don't you dare close your eyes, Mustafa. That hanging bridge there across the swiftly running Hunza River, it's made of twigs and vines tightly braided into thick strands, each end of the bridge suspended ingeniously between stone towers. Getting across requires the skill of an aerial acrobat. This is an ancient caravan route along which the mountain peoples have carried on primitive trade for centuries, traversing the Karakorums and western Himalayas into Central Asia, cities like Yarkand, Khotan, Bukhara, Samarkand. The Jeep Trail here, a wonder of primitive engineering. In places, mere narrow ledges perched above yawning chasms, often held up only by slabs of stone and heavy boulders. No mortar, just gravity holding up the road, that is, until rains and landslides take out a mile or two. And then travelers sometimes are trapped for weeks. The road, hardly more than a trail, finally gets to be almost too much for the Jeep. Here they stop in awe. Looming before them, Rakaposhi, goddess of the snows, 25,500 feet high, one of the tallest in the Karakoram. The village of Sikandrabad and the end of the Jeep Trail. From here on, it's either afoot or in the saddle. The Hunza version of the slingshot, a pebble taking the place of an arrow, accurate and deadly. Supplies and equipment, even the latest, well, not quite the latest, plumbing facilities. Everything but the shower. small Central Asian horses are bred especially for trail work and endurance. Sure-footed, they know their way around the dizzy canyon walls. That is, usually they do. Long day, the sun beating down, and the Sarge is tired. Hey, wake up, wake up. Some people pick strange places for a snooze. Signs of habitation, an aqueduct overhead, precious water channeled into the few villages along the trail. So a day of travel ends in the shadow of Rakaposhi, never climbed, yet doomed to be conquered eventually like all Himalayan giants. So the long days of travel continue in order to reach Baltic, capital of Hunza. Here in the Karakorums, the mountains are, on the average, almost twice as high as the Alps, with 60 summits rising above 22,000 feet. Rakaposhi has one wall that drops 19,000 feet from the summit to the valley floor. Another day away. Hunza, a legended, exciting land in a remote part of a great new nation of Asia, in Pakistan. Ah, this could be it, a land of escape, far from the hustle and bustle of the modern world, if you're in search for paradise. steep for riding, but leave it to the Sarge to find the way. Word has come, travelers on their way to Baltic. So here to welcome them, Prince Muhammad Ayush Khan, brother of the Mir, the ruler of this mountain kingdom. Those are the Mir's children. Crown Prince Chazanfar, offering the customary silver platter laden with fruit. In physical type, they are like Southern Europeans. The people of Hunza claim to be descendants of Greek soldiers, of Alexander the Great.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Hunza. Welcome to Hunza.
What a beautiful trip we had.
Thank you. His Highness is expected. Good. Yes.
The Royal... As they depart, our seekers for a land of escape say, yes, indeed, this could be it. Someday we may return.
And spend the